Here we are. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. And I'm going to get this right this time. Okay, I'm here. Getting ready to fly. Let's go fly a kite. But first, let's check the weather. Pretty nice out here today, along the St. Clair River, one of my favorite spots here with the lighthouse. I was trying to show you Stag Island earlier down there, but I couldn't get a good signal, so I had to come back down here. But we'll spend some more time trying to find a good spot next time. 11-kilometer winds, 27 degrees, feels like 37. It's pretty humid at 74% humidity. Great day for flying, though. Great day for flying. Wherever you're watching from, thanks for being here. If you're watching on my Facebook or YouTube channel, I won't see the comments there, unfortunately. I don't monitor them there. But I am happy to have you here on Amazon Live. And I hope you'll consider saying hello in the chat and let me know where you're watching from. Nice to meet you. So I'm going to have a look at my marine app and see maybe there's some ships near us. There's one about 9 miles away. So it could be coming this way. Let's see. There he is. It's already in Sarnia way past us. So there's this one. Ooh. This could be coming near us soon, possibly. Okay, yeah, we could probably catch something coming up here in a little bit. Enough to give us time to get up in the air and have some fun. You want to do that? Let's do that. Again, if you're watching on my Facebook or my YouTube channel, you got to come over here to the Amazon Live. Come over to amazon.com/shop/Dav Burrows. The description will be in the Facebook or the YouTube section. But I won't see your comments, unfortunately. All right. Got some residents out here. Dog in the water. But let's do what we came to do. Let's get this up in the air. The DJI Mini 2. So it's usually once or twice a week I'm out here flying with you guys. I tried to get somewhere a little different than today, but I wanted some water and I was trying further down, but just didn't work out. So when I'm done today, I'll take a trip down where I wanted to be and find a better. I needed a good signal for my internet and I didn't have it. So there's the controller. This drone is called a sub drone because it weighs under 250 grams. They say it's 249. I've weighed it. It's actually my scale says 242. So we're under 250 grams, which means you don't have to have a license and you don't have to register the drone with Transport Canada. Now, there still are some rules that you need to follow. You go to Transport Canada to find out the rules for Canada, and then it's the FAA in the United States, depending on where you live, right? And they're protecting the gimbal. And then the first thing you want to do is get the battery out. I will leave a battery in if I know for sure that I'm going to be grabbing the drone and going out the next day, but I wasn't sure last time I flew, so I didn't leave it in. One of the viewers pointed out that you shouldn't do that. I somewhat agree. If within 24 hours I'm grabbing the drone to go out again, I don't think it's a big deal. But to be completely safe, yes. You get 3 batteries with the Fly More combo. About 30 minutes. It says 31 minutes. It starts beeping at you when it gets to 20%, which is a little annoying because you can't stop the beeping. So usually by the time I get down to 20%, I'm flying home. Now that being said, you get about 20 minutes. Knew I was going to need water today. All right. Oh, somebody's saying hello to me. Who's saying hello to me? Hey, Chucky, how are you? Good to have you back. Thanks for being here. Okay. So get our joysticks out of the bottom here. Voila. And then I use an iPhone XR or 10R for the controller. Oops, no, I don't want. All right. So here we go. Unplug the proper cable. That water's looking attractive today. I started watching a movie today on Netflix, Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. Anybody watch that? It's pretty cool. So there we're in there. Now the cable just plugs in. And this works for iPhone or Android. Android if you're on the dark side. And let's get our screen share going here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Give it a moment. New DJI Mini 2 firmware available. All right. All right, well, let's do that. We're connected. Download. Now, some people will say, oh, you should wait before you upgrade the firmware or the app, whatever. Oh, you gotta have aircraft connection. So we're gonna turn our drone on. Turn our drone on. Water's cold. Actually, the water's pretty warm around here. You saw the movie a few days ago. I'm only part way through it, so don't tell me anymore. But Jason Statham, he just kicks butt, right? It's nice to see him in a movie again. I just got to the part where he talks to the girl about the money in her house. That's as far as I'm at. So don't tell me anymore. Well, I imagine it's a good movie. Okay, so now we're going to install aircraft connection required. Whoa, it's still connecting, I guess. What are you up to today, Chucky? What are you doing on Amazon besides watching me? Are you buying anything? Trying to install this new firmware. Aircraft connection required. Well, oh, help you if you turn your controller on, David. Silly. I'm going to go back and see. Did it install already? Mm-hmm. Aircraft firmware. Up to date. FlySafe database up to date. All right. Says we're good to go. So let's put the drone outside. Sorry, that was annoying. Been looking at the air fryer today. The air fryer. What's the air fryer? Hey, Gigi. So cool. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think what I'm going to do. Can you guys see that okay? Or do you want to? I think it might do better if we did this. All right, there we go. I can see more. Except I think I might rearrange that a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Start recording. Have a look around. See some boats. A few little boats. It's not a lot of action going on. It is a Monday.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
cinematic mode. There we go. There's a boat. Let's go get them. There we go. Now we can zoom in up to 4 times. I don't know why I'm talking like that. He's playing around. That's only 3 times right there, right? Yeah. I think they were water skiing, so they kind of decided to go around and go back and get them. And there we are. Now, it looks like we're really close, but we're not because we're zoomed in. Right, pretty nice there. Pretty nice. Oh, is that? Let's take it. No, that is the good old US of A right there. So we'll take some pictures. Flip it over. Just beautiful. I'll switch back over. Been watching Fanscape on Amazon. I don't know if you watched that show or not. Or Farscape. No, haven't heard of it. What's that about? I think they're water skiing again. See if we can get a better look. No, that's a different boat. We're just out for a trip. Yeah, there's the island up there. I won't get that far, but it's an old sci-fi show. Oh, okay. Hey, Nathan. Oh, weak signal, just. So we should come back. A little rocky because of our signal. There we go. So we'll come back. There's a sea-doo. Those are cool. Those are always fun. Yeah. That's 4 times zoomed in. She's fighting hard against the wind to get back. And we're still a ways out. Yeah, as you can see. And that's why our battery's dropping down a little faster than normal. And auto flight control. No, I'm not. I am in control. You can use stuff like that with the DJI Mini 2. There's one called, I think it's called Drone Link. And there's another one called Lychee app. I have the Drone Link, but I haven't really, I paid 20 bucks for it. I haven't really used it. Because the DJI Mini 2 that I'm flying here does not have follow me mode. Now, some people would say, well, that sucks. But the reason it doesn't is because it does not have avoidance sensors. It does on the bottom, but not around it. So it wouldn't be smart to have follow me mode, go for a walk, and then if it sees a lighthouse or a pole, it could have some trouble. And that's my understanding as to why they don't have it. If you guys are enjoying the broadcast here, do me a favor and hit the follow button so you get notified when I go live, which is 5 days a week. And I'll be live again tonight from the home studio. There's somebody having fun on the Sea-Doo. A little windy, 17 kilometers, but she holds up well. That lighthouse, that's about where we're at. Yep. Some folks fishing. Just the beauty of where I live. Beauty of where I live. It's about 15 minutes away from where I live, but I live in this area. Lots of water and tiny little towns. How does what feel? What do you mean, how does it feel? The controller? The controller's awesome. Lots of great control. You can fly about 10 kilometers. Not that I recommend that, but um, it's very comfortable. You know, it's a good size. I like it better than the Mavic Mini because the Mavic Mini used to have the phone on the bottom, so I was always looking down like this. Now this is a little more up side, right? You get 3 batteries, about 30 minutes flight time out of each. That's, on a calm day. We won't get that here today, but just taking a tour down the water. And the wind is coming this way, so when we come back, we'll actually be a little quicker coming back. So it's good. Yep, pretty awesome. Lots to look at for sure. Kind of curious about what that is. Versus other drones, I haven't really flown other drones to be honest. A couple toy drones and stuff, but oh, there we go. It's very, it's very comfortable. It's a confident flight. I can put it that way. Right. It's very accurate. The only time it jitters is if it loses a little bit of signal, video transmission. It does have return to home, and it's very comfortable. I fly this almost every day if I can, and I'm very confident in it. Not a lot of other drones. Some, um, I can, like compared to what? Like a Phantom? You can't really compare this to a Phantom. Same size drones. This is the. I love DJI. I have DJI drone. I have DJI stabilizers. I love DJI, and I have lots. I have them fully in control. It's very accurate. You can actually put it in FPV mode. Like it's windy out here. It's 17-kilometer winds, but you can't tell, right? So great stabilizer, and it's very comfortable. You can actually put it in FPV mode so that when it turns like this, the camera will turn with it. I've never used that mode because it doesn't really interest me, but you can do it. We'll get ourselves up a little higher here. Of course, it might give us a wind warning the higher we get, of course. That's pretty awesome. Now you can see it's working hard, but we're flying into the wind. And one of the recommendations I've always said is when you fly away, fly into the wind. So when it's time to come back and you're low on power, you've got the wind behind you, bringing you back, helping to bring you back, right? So it'd be nice to have a ship. So I'm going to come back and land, and then I'll show you some other footage that I did from the other day. Yeah, all right. All right. You can see because we're coming back, we're going about 35, 36 kilometers an hour. I want to be careful we don't scare these people. Some people are fishing. All right, we're right above ourselves here. So we should be able to come down without any trouble. Here we are. There I am. All right, so I'm just going to get out so I can do this properly. we're back, just like that. Nathan, I've seen a lot of very impressive YouTube stuff from DJI products. Yeah, I've seen that used for drone racing. Yes, uh, DJI, I would say, is they are the leader in the drone world as far as I'm concerned for consumer and commercial. Holy Stone is another product. There's a couple others that I think are maybe coming out to give DJI a run for their money soon. We'll see. Oops. DJI also has just come out with something called the DJI S Mini SE, but it's not being sold in the United States yet. It's We're in China, and there's probably a few reasons for that. Which, yeah, we don't have time to get into that. But they will be coming out with the DJI Mini 3, which what I would assume would have some more features, likely obstacle avoidance sensors around it. The DJI Mini 2 only has it on the bottom. And follow me mode, this does not have follow me mode because it doesn't have all the sensors. It does have some modes where, I'll show you. So if I go in here, oh, stop recording. So if I go in here, no, that's not what I want. I can go into quick shot mode. Yeah, it won't let me do it because we're landed, but quick shot mode is pre-programmed flight. So for example, one might fly, look at you, pick the subject, and then fly backwards away up to a certain part. Another one is identify the object, and it does an orbit around it. Another one shoots straight up. So we know based on that it's capable of follow me because it can recognize an object, but they just haven't built it in to the point of allowing you to go for a walk and it follow you. And I get why, because of the sensors, lack of sensors. So it makes perfect sense to me. The other thing they're trying to do is keep it under the weight of 250 grams because, at least in Canada, and I know in parts, most of the United States, that means you don't have to register the drone and you don't have to have a license. That being said, I think there should be some form of license. I went and got my license, even though not required. I think sooner or later people will just start buying these things and we'll have drones flying everywhere. And then it's like sooner or later we're going to get lots of these drones up in the air, and you're going to need a way to track and regulate it. Otherwise, we could have issues, right? So, I mean, boats, I'm looking here, boats have licenses and they have to be registered. And there's lots of room out there. So, just makes sense to me. Nathan, I'm actually confused a little bit by their model lineup for it's DJI, not DGI, just so you know, DJI. It seems like some of them have features that other models don't, but might have something like, say, a better camera, but less other features. Well, I think that just comes down to there's a lot of different uses for a drone, right? So you want just one drone that's amazing and does everything. That's one of the reasons they come out with the DJI Mini SE is they have the Mavic Mini and then the Mini 2 now, and now there's a bit of a market that is got a gap in it, so they're filling that with the SE. It's got a little bit less features, but it fills in that gap. And then you can go up higher to the Mavic Air 2, which has Follow Me, it has the sensors, all that stuff in. So I mean, then you can have some like the Phantom 4 that's flying up there, and lasts along 40 minutes, I guess, and handles higher winds, so better for commercial. I mean, some have infrareds on the, like, there's hundreds and hundreds of different uses for a drone. But why would I want to pay two, three, $4,000 or more for a drone that does absolutely everything when I can pay $599 for this drone that has, so it doesn't have follow me mode in it. You can get a third-party app for $20 that will do it. There you go. It's called Drone Link. This has a 4K at 30 frames per second. I don't use the 4K because 1080p at 30 frames per second, if I'm uploading video to Facebook, first of all, Facebook doesn't even allow more than 1080p at this point. You can upload video to YouTube at 4K, but the person watching has to have the computer and the internet speed to be able to watch it at 4K, and I don't think there's a ton of those people out there yet. And if you're going to edit video in 4K, you need to have the proper computer processing power to do that. I do, but I don't think if I played a 1080p video here right now and then played a 4K video, I don't think you could tell the difference. Not to the human eye, right? Yes, DJI, voice to text. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why isn't there just one good shoe, right? There's different. We all have different personalities too. And we all want it to do different things. So that's certainly a big part of it. But good question though. I like that. Good questions. For those of you who are here enjoying along, do me a favor, hover over, hit that follow button so you get notified when I go live, and you won't miss out on the bonus streams. Although I'm here 5 days a week, there are times when I go live like 3 times a day, and times that I'll go live on the weekend as well. So you can join me for that. Such a nice day out here. Just waiting for some more boats to come around, and it's gotten windier. It's gotten windier. Let's check the weather actually. So there are third-party apps for follow mode. Yeah, one's called Drone Link. Drone Link. Yeah, I'm pretty techy, but my system's only 2K. Yeah, I hear you. I do a lot of live streaming, not just here on Amazon. Well, I haven't done Twitch in a long time. I teach live streaming at our college. So, but I live stream like yesterday. We were live streaming the lawn tractor racing, and we had the drone up for that as well. So that it kept up with the lawn tractor races. And I'm talking like built for speed lawn tractors. It's getting windy. Let's go check the weather. It says 15-kilometer winds, but 23-kilometer gusts. Humidity's dropped. Not supposed to get any rain till tonight, which is good. Didn't want the additional gaming stress on the card that comes with 4K. Well, right? Like if you're not using it, like my son's 21 years old. He's into gaming. Pardon me. He's into VR. He's actually on a team in a league, and so he's all about wanting 4K and whatever. But I did finally convince him. I'm like, look at 1080p, man. At 30, like it's pretty awesome, right? He really loves the camera on the DJI Mini 2 compared to the Mavic Mini. He just finds it more stable in the winds. And we've had it flying, or he's had it flying in 28-kilometer winds. So the Mavic Mini wouldn't have been able to do that as well. And don't get me wrong, it works. It's working really hard when it's up there to fly and to stay in those 28-kilometer winds. See a boat coming in here. Looks like they were fishing. Matthew, I'm a photographer and do game a little. I don't yet mess with 4K, just not worth the return. Yeah, like yeah. I don't do anything in 4K. I did it once and I looked at it and I went, If you go to, like local TV store, Best Buy, whatever, they'll have one that does 4K and then one right beside it that only does 1080p, and they'll go, "Can you tell the difference?" And I look and I go, "Yeah," because I have something to compare it to. But if you just put a TV there and didn't tell me what it was and said, "Tell me if that's 1080p or 4K," I couldn't tell you the difference, right? So heavy duty gamers probably could. My son probably could, but I don't think there's enough people that care about it yet. I have a 4K television. I just bit my cheek. I hate when that happens. Um, but I'm sure I'm not using it in 4K. And we have super duper Ferrari internet at home, but yeah, people not in the know, or some who do but get enraptured by ultra high resolution, don't realize what a huge performance trade off there is. Yeah, exactly, right? Like my son has I don't even know what it is, but he's got a super duper ninja computer, but he's doing virtual reality, right? So I'm trying to decide if I want to go back up here because the wind's, I don't know, it says it's slower, but it feels like there's more, but it would handle it. Let me just double check it again. 4K is often up converted and over sharpened. Yes, I agree. Updated 8 minutes ago. How do I update it to now for the weather? Okay. So we'll get into, oh crap, what was I going to do? Come back. There we go. I like it from a video perspective, not from a rendering perspective. And even with video, there's a huge difference on your internet bandwidth. Right, totally. That's to my point, right? Okay, well, I'm going to shut this off because we're just sitting. Yeah. You can sit there and it's a bit of a balance. What did I do there? I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Because some things you want to do, you have to have the drone still on, but I don't like to leave it. It gets hot and it will shut. It won't kill it, but electronics don't like too much heat, right? So you don't want to leave it sitting there too long. Let me take you into the album here and see what I can show you. Oh yeah, this is pretty cool actually. I forgot about this. Um, okay, so it's recorded everything not on the phone, but it's recorded it to the app. That makes sense. Um, you could set it up to record to the phone, but it's recorded to an SD card. I've got a 128 gigabyte SD card. But yesterday we were out in town where the steam threshers were, and they were having a parade, and this is what we caught. This is pretty cool. There was about close to 100 tractors doing a parade through Lambton Shores. This is pretty cool. This is all done with the DJI Mini 2. And I mean, you can look at that. I mean, that's 1080p, 30 frames per second. Is that, or is that not a beautiful, beautiful shot, right? And we got there just in time. actually did this, took it from there. Took some photos. Oh, that was trains the other day. Where do we start here? This way, some pictures. This is where the parade came out. Started coming out. I think I was waiting for them to start. It's a long video, so I'll get to that. This is where they started to come out. Trying to get myself organized, so I flew further down so I could turn around and catch them. Trying to get my bearings at this point. And there they are. Just bringing herself down a little lower. Always checking for wires. But we're in the clear here, so I come down a little lower. Right about there. And yeah, just hover and let them do the work. And we did all this on one battery. And this whole video, I think this is about 15 minutes, right? Slowly flying. It all depends on what is done to the video, from how it was taken to processing and how it gets to the consumer. A 10K video, if handled properly, can look absolutely gorgeous. 4K video, poorly compressed and poorly handled, can look like Yes, I agree. All these tractors, some really old, some new, some not so new. Now this was a nice day too. It was a pretty calm day, so it really made for a nice flight. Fly bugging me here. And if you haven't done it yet, do me a huge favor. Hit that follow button. It's over the top there, I think, or it might be down below if you're on mobile. And help me grow the channel. Pretty please. It's amazing. Yeah, it is pretty awesome, right? Let's fast forward a bit. And there's a little more, right? And then all these guys come out, and then all these ones on the left come out. Yeah, close to 100 tractors. Yeah, just kind of hover over there. Just got it all captured, right? It does take some getting used to as to, knowing your bearings is like, okay, how close am I really to those wires and all this stuff. But once you get comfortable and get some confidence, it works really well. Pretty awesome. Look, it's over here. You can see. These ones coming in now. Must be a boat out there somewhere. Just seems like the waves got heavier. I'm gonna check because there is a big ship supposed to be coming down. Let's find out. Oh, where's this? This one's coming. This one's coming along. Where's this? On island. So we might catch this one. A big ship coming. I can't see it yet, but it's there. So we'll hang out for a bit. Yeah, pretty cool, right? I'm multitasking here, so bear with me. Just checking on the ships. All right, so then after that, we went. There's some photos, but took off from this area. So we drove further down into the city to catch up to them. They had driven through the city. Yeah, and we captured all of that. Let's go back there. Yeah, right about there. So they're coming out here, and they're all going down the street. Now, if we tap, this will give us all the information. So there it is, 1280 by 720, 30 frames per second. And it still looks amazing. Thank you for answering the questions and showing me some cool footage. I followed you. See you around. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. It usually pops up and says that you followed me, but I didn't see that. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much for that. I'm sorry I didn't give you a big thank you. I usually have sound effects at home, so ding, 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 ding. Thank you for following, Nathan. I appreciate you, and I hope you'll come back. So then we went to. I got some more of that. So then we went to my in-laws' farm, which is out in the area where this happened, and we drove further again to catch them coming back through, and there they are. We just kind of caught them. Those are his tractors. Again, I'm going to check on couple of pleasure crafts. I'm going to check again on our marine boat, or ship, I should say. Yeah, I think we're going to catch this one because, where to go? It's right there, St. Clair River. Yeah, we'll catch it. It's going to be a little bit, probably about 5 minutes, but we'll catch it. I should change the battery out. So we brought this one down, so we'll have this in and be ready to go. Right there. Too small, I can't read it. But yeah, this did a great job. You can see catching the tractors coming through the other day. And when we get home, we'll get those charged. Get this baby ready to fly. It's getting windy out here though, like, so we won't be up long when it happens. I'm gonna check the weather again. It's always good to be. It still says 15-kilometer winds, but I'm having a hard time believing that. Where are my other weather map? I got two. I got the Apple version. It says 18 kilometers. I don't know, man. I don't know who to believe. Usually the Weather Network. Guess we'll find out. Certainly is a pretty sight there. I mean, the color's amazing. I'm flying a little further down here. It's still got it at this point on line of sight. You have to know where your drone is at all times. I'm gonna actually get the traffic channel for the marine. There we go. Get my binoculars out. I got all the tools of the trade. Coming around the corner here. No, not yet. Probably another 5 minutes. Just kind of check it again. And then we had, yeah, we got some nice photo shots in there. And that's down in the bottom right there. You can't see it because my head's in the way. There's an enhancement mode. So that's the original. And then if I tap on that, it just brings the color out a little bit more, right? Oh, great pictures. There's some more video too. Just hovering. Does a fantastic job. It really does. And this is in the carousel, of course, the DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo. You get 3 batteries, extra propellers, the drone, of course, everything you need, and a nice carrying case, just nice and small, weatherproof. Yeah, now I'm just hovering over. I was having some fun there. There we go. I landed, and then there were some more that came along, so I said, oh, we better capture those. Some of them are moving pretty good. Yeah, about 90 to 100 tractors in all. Pretty cool. We won't see that ship, but it should be coming soon. Farmers pretty proud of their tractors. And it takes some time to get comfortable, but it really is. It's not that hard. It really isn't. You just need to, when you first get it. Um, I really recommend any drone. Just going out to a big open field that's not being used, and just fly around and get comfortable and get over some anxiety. I call it flyer's anxiety. We're all different, right? But first few times I flew, I was like, ooh. And my son was flying, and he's a little, I don't, not crazier, but he was braver, more confident than I was in the beginning. I was like, okay, okay, bring it back, bring it back. You're getting far away. Yeah, I think that was near the end. There's me walking out to see, and I don't even have the control in my hand at this moment. I just handed it off to my wife, Jennifer, and I went out and took some pictures and just left it there to hover. I think we were waiting for. There was more. I think we saw coming down. Yeah, there we go. Oops. If we got a little further. Not sure what they were doing there. Quite a puff of black smoke coming out there. This all done on the DJI Mini 2 drone. I will be live again tonight around 9 o'clock Eastern. Pardon me. But it'll be live from the home studio. So you get the idea there. Now, the other day, yeah, it was down here the other day again, but I want to show you. It has some trains. Do you like trains? Go back further here. So it turned out really well. Oh, there's me showing off. This was the start of it all. Got some trains going by. This was later. There's a better one. Oops. Again, great photos. Able to zoom in. Let's try this one out. Check on my ship again. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. Definitely have some fun with this. So I got more than that. Oh yes, there we go. Lots more here. This was a good one. Got some great footage. Hopefully, let's check on that ship again. Got an app for everything, right? Near me. Getting closer. H. Lee White. No, it's not that one. Labrador. What the heck is that? H. Lee White. Getting closer. It's getting closer. There he is. I see him. So this is the H. Lee White. Yeah, I can see him down there. We're going to let him get closer so I don't have to fly so far. But he's coming. H. Lee White. And this is 214 meters long, so it's about, well, 120 meters is 400 feet, so 240. It's like 700 feet long, thereabouts. And he's coming into Toledo to Calsat, US. Oh, I think it's got to come this way. Or is it turning back in port? No. I think it's coming. It's got to come this way. So we'll capture that for sure. Oops. Trying to multitask here. There we go. Oh, Matthew Janey, thank you so much for following along. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. If you stick with me, we're going to capture this ship that's coming along. 214, well, what do we say? 214 meters in length. Convert 214 meters to feet.
It's 702.1 feet.
There you go. That's a long ship. He's coming. Ooh, what's that? It's a helicopter. Coast Guard. So if we were up there right now, we'd need to land and at least get out of the way. Yeah, he's coming this way. Yeah, Matthew Janey, I thank you so much for that. It means a lot when people follow. It's just down the street from where I live. I could probably fly from my house to the train station. Let's see if I even see my house. Where is that? There's City Barns. Lots of boats appearing. Let's give another couple of minutes. It'll be a lot closer and we won't have to fly as far. But the DJI Mini 2, DJI makes great products. The DJI Mini 2, the Fly More combo. This is a great controller. It's got return to home on it, so built-in maps, GPS, everything you need. Will do 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080 at 60 frames per second, 2.7K, all that. I'd fly at 1080, 30 frames per second. 3 batteries on a calm day gives you, they say 31 minutes, but 20 to 25 minutes by the time it starts beeping at you and says low battery. And we're going to capture this ship here in a moment. But this is the train yard down by like 3 minutes from where I live. I'm anxious to get up there, but I want them to get closer so I don't have to fly as far, and then I got more flight time. And it is a bit windy. Still saying like, let's check that weather again. I'm always checking the weather like every few minutes when I'm flying, especially if I feel like there's a change and I'm like, okay, what's going on? It's just part of, 19-kilometer winds. She came up from 15. It just finally caught up, I think. This will be a great way to capture and show off the capabilities of the. Now, if you see here in this video that we're watching right now, I did zoom in a bit, probably about 4 times. When you zoom in, you can zoom in 4 times at 1080p, but you will lose some resolution because it's a digital zoom. It's not an optical zoom. It's not using lenses to zoom in, right? But still, pretty cool picture. This guy's moving pretty good. Let me check his speed. I use an app called Marine Traffic. Yeah, he's doing 10.2 knots. So he's doing all right. It's almost there. So you're hearing the Marine Traffic channel that I've got up on my radio. One long and two short. Saying hello. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, I don't know what happened here in this color when I took, I had some signal loss, I guess, video transmission loss. But, okay. Almost there. I should get ready. Get back into flight mode. Just hanging tough. Just hanging tough. What's the maximum wind speed for that little guy to be manageable? You can do 30-kilometer winds, but you're only going to get about 10 minutes of flight time and it's going to work its butt off. I don't like doing much more than 20, 22-kilometer-an-hour winds. It'll do it. And we're going into about 19, 20-kilometer winds. That's at the base level. It's windier as you get up higher. So, all right, we're going to get up in the air. Get ready to get up in the air and we'll capture this ship. Give it a minute to connect. All right, go fly. All right. Yeah, we can get up in the air.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the...
All right, bear with me. There she be. There she be. Now we can zoom in on her and get a beautiful shot of the ship passing. And real quickly, I'm going to switch over. Get a photo. I'll come back to video mode. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Pretty awesome it is.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Yep. And we're just going to let them go by. Then we'll have a look at the other side. Trying to do it as smooth as I can. And we're zoomed in, right? So we're not as close as it might seem. We're going to way back over here just to have a look. Give you the full perspective. Pretty cool, right? Come down for a closer look. We're going just a little bit faster than that. Back up in the sky here for an awesome final view.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Well, there you go.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Yeah. Strong wind warning. Uh-oh. All right. So time to come home.
Maximum flight
Yes, I
altitude
know.
reached.
She's just doing her job. Just want to really quickly spin around. And we want to get a nice picture. Come on. All right. Gotta turn around and come home. We're having signal issues. Away we go. But it was fun. It was fun. Well, you can see here, I pull up on the GPS. If I just follow that red line, it'll bring me right back home. I actually switch between the two. Pretty cool, right? All right. I want another picture. All righty. That was a good flight. Fighting strong winds here right now. And I'm in cinematic mode, which is fine. Which is fine. She's coming back. She's working hard. We're down to 68% battery, which really has been great. This is my RC signal. There we go. Do that. Just a little movement was all it took. As you can see, the DJI Mini 2 is very reliable. We were up to our maximum altitude, which is 120 meters or 400 feet. We were able to zoom in really well on that 702-foot ship, coming back about 18 kilometers an hour. I could go into normal mode, and that would make it work harder. It would also bring our battery down quicker. But we got lots of battery still, so we're okay. I'll come down. Ooh, windy. This person's having fun. CD today. Come right back at us here, right over everything. Zoom in on that. Yeah. Folks are having fun racing. Oh, they're going too fast for us, so I'll just make you dizzy here. Okay, coming in. I want to make sure we don't scare anybody. And we'll come out to make sure that we're not hurting anybody. Just like that. Just like that. Nothing to it. And we got some incredible footage there. And we had a good flight. And let's check our weather one more time. I want to see where we're at. So this is 19 kilometers, but I think by the time we got up a little bit higher, it was probably closer to 25. So she worked really, really well. If you're watching and enjoying this, please click the follow button. Help me grow the channel. It helps me here. It's a free way for you to support me. And the more followers I get, the more attention Amazon gives me, which helps me grow, right? And helps me able to keep coming back here for free for you and keep bringing you these quality live stream broadcasts, right? So you also see my social media up top there, Deals with David B, and that's Facebook and Instagram, of course, where I'll be posting links to other deals throughout the week when I'm not live. And I'm pretty busy with this stuff. It's pretty much full time for me. So any support you can give me, really appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody. And I'll be back later tonight, about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live from the home studio talking about some cool audio gear and cameras and cool tech stuff. So I hope you'll come back and see me then. Until next time, stay safe